When is Update 5? This question has weighed heavy on the minds of most players in the community, with a lot of people in the main game's Discord server a little bit impatient for the update, to say the least. A lot of people are wondering, where's Update 5? It's already Sunday. The Lucky Ticket banner already ended. So logically, this means that the update should be out by now, right? Wrong. Today, we had no update, and this caused a lot of confusion and distress amongst the player base. So I'm making this video to speculate when I personally think Update 5 is going to release, as well as reading out any of the statements that the devs have put out, just to try and make things as clear as possible. So with all that being said, let's get into the very first thing that they announced, and this is coming from one of the developers. Hello community, I'm happy to see you're all very eager to see an update. This is our largest update yet, with a bunch of content. The developer team is hard at work on providing good quality content. An update release date will be posted in the near future. So, let me read the second part. Keep in mind, a regular update takes us around 2 weeks to complete. This is more than double a regular update. Okay, so this tells us a couple of things, right? Number one, this will hopefully be the best update that we've seen yet, at least in terms of pure content alone, because from the way that they're wording it, obviously this means that this update is going to have a lot of substance. There we go. Yeah, the update's going to have a lot of substance, a lot of things to do, units to grind for, items to grind for, and logically, since it's a lot more content heavy than their usual weekly updates or bi-weekly updates, I can understand how obviously this isn't just going to get done over a weekend, much less be released on the Sunday that the Lucky Ticket event was over. That's understandable. And they also said this: if a regular update takes them 2 weeks, and this has more content than 2 updates, that's making me think, okay, does this mean that we're gonna get it in 4 weeks, 3 weeks? There's really no concrete way to tell, but if you asked me personally when I think the update is gonna release, I'd say that it's most likely gonna be coming out by next Sunday. Next Sunday at the earliest. That's best case scenario. There's a very good chance that we could go 2 weeks without an update, maybe even 3 weeks. I doubt that they'll reach the 3-week mark without giving us an update, solely because they want the game to do well, and they know that if they take that long to put out any type of content, that's going to take a big hit towards the player base, right? People aren't going to be happy, and they're going to put out something. I know they are. So my personal guess, I think Update 5 is going to be coming out a week from now, like next Sunday. Right now I'm recording this as of what month is this? Yeah, August 11th. I'm willing to bet that it'll be out by August 18th. That is my personal guesstimate. It's an educated wish. No real concrete proof from me here, so don't quote me on that. But that's what I personally believe. I think best case scenario 1 week, worst case scenario 2 weeks, and fucking doomsday Armageddon scenario 3 weeks. Ooh, I don't even want to think about that, because I am really scratching the bottom of the barrel for content here, and I don't know if I can make it 3 weeks with no update. I'm starving. We're all starving. And let me read out the next little statement that another one of the developers said. This update has an incredible amount of content. Can't wait to get your impressions on it. To address some concerns, we did start 3 weeks ago, however we had to scrap the new lobby build and get it remade. We're diligently working on the new update. Thanks for all the understanding. We'll keep you updated and post a date soon. Shouldn't take that long. So, this is good news. Well, good news and bad news. Number one, bad news because they had to scrap a bunch of work. Why that happened, I don't know. Maybe there was issues with the builders. Maybe they just didn't like the lobby. Maybe they chose to change the theme for the update. Who knows? Your guess is as good as mine. But the fact of the matter is, a lot of progress was lost, right? Scrapping the entire new lobby and getting it remade, that's a bit of a Herculean task right there. Not gonna be a slight setback. That seems like a pretty big setback. So I am once again understanding why it's taking them so long. They lost a good chunk of progress. They still have a lot of work to do. On top of that, they said that this update is going to have a lot more content than their usual updates. And that makes sense. That's completely understandable. Keep in mind, when they released the roadmap for the update, it did have way more stuff than any updates ever had in the past. We have an entire new realm, which is World 2 in Layton's terms for all my ALS players out there. We have a bunch, like 2 new banners. Not 1, but 2 new banners. Oh wait, I'm wrong. 3 new banners. Yeah, 3 new banners is pretty crazy. 11 new units, a new battle pass, new game modes, challenges, story mode maps, items. Right, it's a ton of stuff. It's really the biggest undertaking that I think they've ever taken in terms of releasing content all at once, and I'm personally very excited to see how that's going to work out. Assuming that they never ever take the original, like the OG Wish update route, where they lock a lot of the content behind Robux, I am more than 100% confident that the update's going to go over really well and that the game is going to flourish a lot from this update, seeing as how much content we're going to have. And so far, with all the other updates that they've given us for the past, I don't know, month and a half, it's been very free-to-play friendly, and that I can commemorate them on. Right, every single update I felt like it's relatively easy, if not very easy, for a free-to-play player to obtain all the new content without any need for, you know, shelling out some money, and really without any need of alts. They've really addressed the alt problem. I feel like they've addressed the alt problem. The only thing that I would say that they still need to really dial in on is making it easier to get trait rerolls, and maybe adding a shop so you could buy Evo materials. If those 2 things were added, oh my goodness, bro, like you guys don't know how good life would be. But you know, we'll take things one step at a time. They didn't say anything about adding either of those things in the next update, so we're just gonna, you know, shelve that idea for now. But I definitely think that it's an idea worthy of considering, because it'd be a nice quality of life change that no one would be complaining about. Everybody wants easier ways to get things without having to farm on alts. Me personally, I haven't been able to farm on alts for a while just because of the Roblox alt manager virus thing, where apparently it got affected by like some Trojan virus. I don't know. Just to be safe, I deleted it and I haven't used it since. And without Roblox alt manager, I'm really struggling to alt farm because I can't do it at all. Albeit there are different ways that you can alt farm. There's YouTube videos out right now where you can get a version of Roblox alt manager that isn't hacked or isn't going to be a threat to your PC. But me personally, I'm just going to play it safe and not do it at all. What I'm trying to say is it'd be nice to see a future update have some more quality of life changes just dedicated to the solo player, you know, someone without alts, because you know, it helped the game a lot. On the topic of quality of life changes, something else that I would absolutely love to see is a 2x or 3x speed game pass. If you guys have played ALS, which if you're watching this video, I am assuming 99% of you have. If you don't know what ALS is, it's Anime Last Stand. It's another anime tower defense game. They have 2x speed like on default for free for everyone, and you can buy a game pass for 3x speed. And I really can't understate how incredibly useful that is, because in anime tower defense games, what you're going to be doing a lot of the time is sitting in a map, placing your units and grinding, right? The fact that you can speed the process up exponentially by 2 to 3 times, it makes you feel like you're making genuine progress, and it makes it feel like your actions hold some weight to them. Like, you know, it makes it feel like you can actually get a good amount of stuff done in a day if you know what you're doing and you dedicate your time to it. Anime defenders could really use 2x or 3x speed, whatever type of extra speed game pass they want to add. Oh my god, I think it would be absolutely amazing. Needless to say, they'd make a ton of bank on that too, but this video's already been getting long enough, so I'm just gonna wrap it up with my closing thoughts. update is probably going to come out a week from now. Don't quote me on that, but I am 90% sure that it'll be out by next Sunday. Worst case scenario, it'll release by next Sunday, so 2 weeks from now. But do I think it'll release any later than 2 weeks? Absolutely not. Right? If I'm wrong, oh well. I am very, very confident that it's not. But yeah, with all that being said, that's going to wrap it up from me, and that's going to be my personal thoughts on when I think Update 5 is going to come out. If you guys enjoyed the video, liked hearing me talk about the game, or, you know, learned anything new, feel free to like, sub, comment, all that wonderful, wonderful stuff. Have a great day or night wherever you are. Stay tuned for more content. Fingers crossed we get more content to cover, cough, cough, and we will catch you in the next one.